So here we have our quadratic equation. So what we're going to do is take our first term, 3, and multiply it by the last one, negative 16. That gets us minus 48. Now our goal is to figure out what two numbers multiply to negative 48, but add up to this middle number, minus 22. We can do this by starting to write out some of the factors of 48. But we know one of these needs to be negative since it's negative 48. In this case, it's the 2 and negative 24 that multiply to negative 48, but add up to negative 22. Now what I'm going to do is draw a Punnett square, and take those two numbers I had, but put them on the diagonals with an x. So this is going to be 2x and minus 24x. On the top left, I'm going to put the first term, which was 3x squared, and on the bottom right, I'm going to put the last term, which is minus 16. This is now a puzzle where all we need to do is figure out what's the biggest thing I can factor out of all the rows and columns. So looking at this first row, I see that the biggest thing I can factor out is a 3x. Now I just need to figure out what numbers need to be in the rows and columns to multiply to the numbers in the middle. So when looking at 3x times what equals 3x squared, that's going to be x. For 3x times what equals minus 24x, that's going to be minus 8. Then looking lower, we have x times what equals 2x, that's going to be 2. And then you can always check with the last number, seeing that 2 times minus 8 is minus 16. And now we have our factors, x minus 8 and 3x plus 2.